a rematch from last year's Super Wild Card round, where the Bills held on for their first playoff win since 1995. Can the Colts circle the wagons this time? Find out next on EA Sports.
They indeed love their football here in upstate New York as you look inside of Bills Stadium in Orchard Park. A few moments ago, to the delight of this Buffalo crowd, it was the Bills racing out of the tunnel as they get set to match up with the Indianapolis Colts. Brandon Gaudin here with Charles Davis. And CD, you look at our two quarterbacks in this one. Each of them, in his own way, was something to prove, you'd think, for 2021. Daniel Jones and Derek Carr.
And Brandon, I'll tell you, the word fear comes to mind because we know that fear is a great motivator in this league. Fear of losing your job, fear that you don't have it anymore, fear that your backup is really playing well and coming for your job. Your current situation may not work out. That often inspires guys to better play. Let's see if we get that in this one.
The NFL season is hit high gear, and off we go in Week 11 on EA Sports. Green to bring it back. And he'll get it up across the 20 to the 21-yard line. So the Colts now coming out for their opening drive. They'll be led out by their third-year quarterback, former 6th overall selection from Duke. It's Daniel Jones.
And this is a game for grit, determination, and somehow finding a way not to panic. What a horrible start for them. I mean, they haven't won a game yet. So now, as a quarterback, you're not just talking to your team. You've got to demonstrate to them what they need to do to win. He's got to be the leader by how he plays.
And he's going to get this one across the 30-yard line. Give him 10 yards there, and about by the nose of the football, he's going to have a first down. And that'll set him back 5.
Let's go!
Now Jones just going to bat this forward on the jet sweep.
That was a nice job there defensively, being able to diagnose that little touch pass. They saw it coming, converged on it before he could get much out of it.
Here's a throw caught by Gronkowski, and he'll go out near midfield at the 49. A gain there of 21 yards. Throwing Jones. Open man is Robbie Anderson. And he's corralled, but not before getting it inside the 35. 17 more yards on that one as they keep the drive rolling. So 1st and 10 now in Buffalo territory at the 34. Now Jones. It completes it once more to Anderson. And taking it to the 15-yard line before he's brought down. Back-to-back receptions for him, and it's another first down. Inside the red zone here, they'll look to throw. And he will find his man on the end route, complete. Give him 9 there on the first down completion. They'll come up now on 2nd and a yard. The numbers a week ago for Henderson. 16 carries, 59 yards.
They've lost a bunch of games in a row now. They've got to start thinking a little bit differently, maybe a little bit outside of the box. Find other ways to move the football. I don't know if you're going to do it through the air.
And he's got it. Touchdown. Oh, but there is a marker on the field. So now the question, who is this on?
Personal foul. Roughing the passer.
And yes, Colts, they want the points, so they will decline the penalty, no question there.
You don't think they spent a couple seconds mulling over what the penalty
I don't
would do
even know why they asked the sideline.
Not at all. When you put the ball in the end zone on a takeaway, take the points and keep moving.
Fairbairn good with the extra point, and that makes the score 7-0. So that drive in total 8 plays, and it culminates in an Indianapolis touchdown. Returning from his end zone is Ty Johnson. And no chance to get away as they'll get him down at about the 17-yard line. So here come the Bills on offense for the first time. They'll be led by their now 30-year-old quarterback in his 8th season in the NFL. It's Derek Carr.
It was fun getting ready for this game, wasn't it? Because normally we talk to the coaches and the players. I think you and I asked to talk to the trainer to see how his arm is going to be.
A lot of ice after last week.
After last week's game, boy, what a performance that was. And you know who else is having fun? Receivers. Because they get a chance to do what they do best, which is go out and catch the ball.
Yeah, and that last week effort, he threw for well over 400 yards. The numbers from McLaurin a week ago. 3 catches, 51 yards.
And I get the feeling that he loves this matchup. I mean, the unit he's going against is in the bottom half of the league against the pass. He had to have circled this one on the schedule and said to himself, this should be a big game.
That's going to wind up a loss of a full 3 yards on first down. After the loss, they'll come up 2nd and 13. Here's Carr. And this throw a bit late as he couldn't reach back for it. An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. Shotgun now for Carr. Slings this deep from McLaurin. And that's caught inside the 35. And he gets all the way down to the 30-yard line. So the big play has him all the way down to the 30 now for 1st and 10. On the toss, Drake going left. And he will lose yardage here to the 31-yard line. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12. Clock rolling as we hit the midway point of this first quarter. On 2nd and 12, Carr. He gets this complete to Cephas. They'll get 9 there as that sets him up better for 3rd down.
And I think this is a route we'll see more of as this game goes on, because with his speed, they want to get him the ball in space on drag routes just like this. They want him to get the ball and run after the catch. Good job there, though, holding him for a short game.
And he is going to have the Bills first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. From down at the 12, it's 1st and 10. Carr now to throw. Touchdown, Bills! Terry McLaurin, his 5th touchdown now on the year. And the Bills are an extra point away from tying the football game. Personally, for him, a great opening drive. He had 3 catches, including the touchdown.
That felt like tremendous scouting, great film watching, and creating a game plan to start this off, not only to get him involved, but to send a message to the defense. You can have a lot to handle in this one.
Chris Nagar now for the extra point. It's up and good. So these teams match touchdowns here in the first quarter, and we're tied 7-7. So that drive takes them down the field in 8 plays, and it culminates in a Bills touchdown. Each team's had it. Each team has scored. 7-7 here as the kick's away. This fielded right at the goal line. And he'll take it up past the 25 to the 26-yard line. The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive. And for them, a touchdown their last go-around. Obviously, they'll be hoping to do that again.
And when you start plotting for this drive, when you start thinking to yourself, okay, what are we going to do? You don't go away from what you did before because that worked, but you have to be prepared for wrinkles and counters because you know they'll make some adjustments.
You know, Charles, for this defense, look, it's no secret. You're facing a team that is really, really struggling. They haven't won in what seems like forever, but sometimes a desperate team can be a dangerous team, right?
You're exactly right about that, but they shouldn't be. When they're on that type of a losing streak, it's incumbent upon you to take charge of this game early and not give them any reason to hope. Get out and attack them and make sure you knock them back on their butts.
And Jones going to keep once more. And he'll lose yardage on the play back at the 37-yard line. Now a stoppage here as we've got a Bills shaken up on the play. So their task a little bit more difficult now. 2nd and 13 that they're walking up on. We'll check on his status when we return to Orchard Park. Throwing the out route incomplete. It's Davis. Henderson will try and run for the first. Henderson a first down and more. And he's all the way down to the 6-yard line. 62 yards rushing for him as he's got the afternoon off to a great start. Well, I tell you what, when you get a running back who can move like that in the open field, that's something to take advantage of, and they certainly did there.
And first and foremost, this is all about vision. He can see the play developing right in front of him, and once he's past the line of scrimmage and got a full head of steam behind him, he's just going to keep right on going.
Now a chance to make that big play really hurt. It's 1st and goal just outside the 5. They'll run here with Henderson. And he's going to get him about 3 yards closer. He's down to about the 2. From the 2 now, 2nd and goal. Henderson. And that'll hurt the average a bit as this time they're able to get him behind the line. It'll go as a loss of a yard, and it'll set up 3rd down.
That's a really alert defense there because they saw the heavy look come in from the offense, countered it with extra linebackers who brought a little bit of speed and heft, and able to really make a big-time play for their defense.
And he'll keep working toward that end zone as he's down to about the 2-yard line. Only a yard there, so it brings up 4th and goal. They'll try to pound it in with Goldman, and he's not going to get in. They stop him at the 1. The run is turned away on 4th and goal from the 2. And the Bills' goal line stand is going to get him the football back.
Partner, when you see a running play stop short like that, you just know that the defensive front, they won the battle of leverage and created the push back into the opposing backfield.
And for the offensive coordinator, whether you had 1 yard to go or 20 yards to go on 4th down, now you're probably saying, oh, maybe I should have passed it, right?
Yeah, hindsight is always 20/20.
And he'll get it up a little shy of the 15. They'll spot him down at the 14-yard line. These two teams all tied after 1. Second quarter now in Buffalo. It's the Bills in control of the football. Here's a 1st and 10 at the 14-yard line. On 1st and 10, here's Carr. Complete to his running back, Kenyon Drake. And he works it across the 25 before being tackled. It's a gain of 13 and a Buffalo 1st down. Working from the gun, it's Carr. That's complete to Williams out of the backfield. And down right around the 32-yard line, 4 yards on the pickup.
He decided to run a hitch route. It really helped to have a guy who can turn it loose. And, boy, he rifled one in there on that one. Not much run after catch, but it worked really well.
Throwing again on 2nd down. Carr. That's caught by the big tight end, T.J. Hockenson. Oh, it's a nickel set here defensively on 3rd and inches.
Still want to be prepared for a pass.
Now Carr. Oh, that's into a sea of bodies, and it's intercepted. Picked up by A.J. Terrell. And they'll start out with great field position at the 47-yard line in enemy territory. So this is something we didn't see at all from this offense in the victory last week. That's a turnover. They didn't have any, but giving the ball away here in the opening quarter.
I love the surprise in your voice because it's exactly what you stated. Didn't see it last week, but it was a key to their win. And it'll be a key to this game as well, protecting the football. Didn't get it done there.
Henderson now on 1st and 10. And he'll maneuver his way forward for about 4. 2nd and 6. Now a stoppage here as we've got a Bills shaken up on the play. The run got 4. Now they deal with a 2nd and 6. We'll check on his status when we return to Orchard Park. Now a deep ball there on 2nd down, but it'll wind up incomplete. The Colts on 3rd down. They've been okay, 2 for 3 thus far. This will be 3rd and 6. Looking to throw. Jones. Jones in trouble here, and down he goes. Trey Flowers, he's the culprit, and that is now his 13th sack of the season as his great year continues. Now Jordan Berry on to kick this one away. Yikes, terrible kick headed straight for the sideline. And this one will not be returnable as it sails out of bounds. Buffalo offense ready to go for their next drive. And following the interception, we'll see what they can put together on this drive.
I can hear my old college coach right now. He always used to tell us before every game, the team making a few...
And this is, oh my goodness, he pulled it in one-handed. And most people think of Derek Carr kind of as a guy who excels throwing the short pass, but he can dial it up when need be.
And that's how you start a drive, because you know they had this play in their back pocket, waiting for the right time to unleash it. And boy, did they pick the right opportunity. Unleashed it big time, and that was also a big-time throw.
And the final number on that throw, boy, it traveled an even 69 yards. Into the red zone, it's Carr. Right side, it's the tight end, Hockenson. 5 yards on the catch there, brings up 2nd down. From the gun, it's Carr. He'll be hit and taken down at the 21. Tano Passanio. What a play by him. That's going to go as a loss of 13. The Bills on 3rd down. They've been okay, 2 for 3 thus far. This will be a tough 3rd and 18. This goes out wide for Drake. And they will get to him at the 7 and stop him short of the 1st down marker. It'll be a pickup of 13, but it'll still lead to a 4th down. Nagar's kick is good, and the Bills have taken the lead. So a good kick there, and they put the bow tie on it with 3 points.
And let's face it, everybody wants a touchdown. We know that, but in the NFL, defenses are awfully good. You're not going to score each and every time. Be able to knock the ball through the post and take the 3.
By the way, I said bow tie. I meant just bow. Not the tie, but yeah.
Either way.
You got it.
I just went right past him.
And he will be brought down here inside the 20. Good coverage as he's dropped at the 17. The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive. And they're coming off a 3-and-out, my friend.
I think they've got to look at that play sheet and go to a spot that they haven't gone before. Time to shake things up a little bit to try and get this offense moving.
Okay, so how do you do that? How do you shake things up?
You look at what you called before, realize it hasn't worked
Go to
so
something
well,
else.
and maybe you try and find one of those special plays from one of your better players, and maybe try and hit something big and get things going in the excitement area.
They take a shot downfield there, but it winds up falling incomplete. Now they face a 3rd down and 4 after that incompletion on 2nd down. Back to throw. Jones. And that's incomplete.
They went with the dime look that time on defense, just flooded the field with defensive backs, blanketed everyone, took away all the passing angles, thus the incompletion.
Berry on to punt as he gets this one away. On the return, Johnson. They'll score that a 36-yard punt, and the Bills will take over the football with a 1st and 10. The Bills come to the line to start their next drive. Their drive last time, it stalled out. They were forced to take the short field goal.
And the key phrase, you nailed it, forced to, because you know coaches look at these short field goals as a last resort, right? To them, that's not how drives are supposed to end. You're supposed to put 6 on the board. That's a consolation prize. Like going to the county fair, you don't get the big stuffed animal on that one, do you?
No, you don't go top shelf. That's bottom shelf material. And this one's going to go the wrong way. Losing yardage back at the 42. Now they contend with a 2nd and 12 after the loss. Now Carr. And that'll be incomplete. An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on third down. Carr. And that'll be checked down to Drake. And he works it past the 30, almost to the 25. 16 yards there, and the Bills have a first down.
Well, he was a busy man out of the backfield a week ago. They got the ball early and often. I have no doubt in my mind that he'll be a big part of the game plan here as well.
On first down, Drake. It's a 7-yard carry to set them up with a 2nd and 3. Carr, a handoff here to Drake. And he'll go down here at the 12-yard line. From down at the 12, it's 1st and 10. From the gun, it's Drake. And he'll get this one down to about the 10-yard line. The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8. On the toss play, this is Drake. And they'll lose yardage here. They go backwards to the 13-yard line. They'll wind up losing 3. And now it's 3rd down. Now Carr. And it's caught. And he couldn't quite get there. Tackled down at the 1. He's exceeded his receiving yards from a week ago, and we're still in the first half. It's a first down. To throw, it's Carr. And this is caught for a Bills touchdown. Kenyon Drake with touchdown number 7 on the year. And the Bills will add on to their lead.
First and goal, forget running the football, forget establishing anything. Just put it in the end zone with the pass for a touchdown.
Yeah, I guess that's the definition of catching the defense off guard there. They weren't expecting that.
And that totally goes against type, doesn't it? When you think first and goal from the 1, you're thinking running play.
Nagar now for the point after. It's good to make it 17-7. A 10-play drive that time. And it ends in a Buffalo touchdown. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. Green to bring it back. And no chance to get away as they'll get him down at about the 17-yard line. The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive. And on the last go-around, they really couldn't get anything going.
They had to punt from deep inside their own territory, which means you're going to lose the field position battle as a general rule. What they're looking for now is a little more consistency, move the ball at least a few times on offense, get a couple of first downs, and hopefully flip the field.
Yeah, just something to build off of. That's what they're looking for here. Now an option play on 2nd down. First down and much more here for Jones. And all the way up to the 33-yard line. Really good effort. He does it himself, picks up 15, also picks up the first down. 2 minutes remaining in this first half of football. And we'll remind you that coming up at halftime, we'll join Jonathan Coachman and the gang in Orlando. Coach will have stats and scores from the early games going on here around the NFL. Meanwhile, Jones' throw pulled in by Gronkowski. Now the Colts moving quickly here in the hurry-up offense. From the 40 now on 2nd down. Jones, he'll get this one complete to Davis. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. Jones now throwing on first down. It's a gain of 11 yards. Trying to get it to Anderson, but it's intercepted. Picked off by Stephon Gilmore. And the Bills are going to get the football here at their own 40-yard line. Before we came up to the booth, last thing he says, we were walking off the field, want to play mistake-free football. Well, that just went out the window there with a pick.
Andy, you remember what you said to me when we were walking up to the booth after he said that? You're like, oh, fatal last words. Every time we hear that, things tend to fall apart a little bit, and that's what we saw there. Didn't get enough on that throw, and it turned into an interception.
Buffalo offense ready to go for their next drive. They've had a very solid first half, and as we near the end of that first half, they're just looking for a little more on top of their lead right now.
And when you put together a game plan on offense, you put together what you think is going to be the best possible scenario, right? Hey, we're going to score. These are the plays that are going to do it. But you also put together your counters, meaning after they make adjustments to what you're doing, what do we have to go to next?
The adjustment to the adjustment?
Exactly. So I can't wait to see if we come out of the half, how they're going to go about doing things. Do you just keep running what you ran before, or do you go to your counters expecting those adjustments to happen?
Before that, we'll see the end here of this first half. An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on third down. Here's Carr to throw. Slings this deep from McLaurin. And he's caught on the sideline, but he's not going to have a first down. They say he was out of bounds, so a big call there that brings up fourth. They only punted twice in the win last week as he gets this one away. A 39-yard punt, a return of 5, and the Colts will go on offense here, 1st and 10. The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive. And with him down 2 scores, you wonder if they might try and put something together, even if it's just to get into field goal range. The Colts going to use the first of their timeouts as they stop it here with just under 40 ticks to go in this first half. Goes right side, complete to Gronk. Now the Colts going to burn the second of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 35 seconds to go in quarter number 2. Now Jones on 1st and 10. Over the middle, and it's incomplete. Here's 2nd and 10. They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw. Completes it to Davis. And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. A gain of 11 that time and a Colts first down. Throwing Jones. Jones in trouble here, and down he goes. Now the Colts will use their 3rd and final timeout as the clock will stop with 21 seconds to go here in the first half. Throwing on 2nd and long. Jones, and pressure coming, and they got him once again. Well, the number one mission of any offensive line, you got to protect that quarterback, keep him safe back there. This time, the rush got to him in a hurry.
And this came from the edge, and those pass rushers, they have so many tricks of the trade to get around blockers. They have a lot of tools in their kit. This was pure speed and athleticism on this play, though. And they could barely get a glove on him before he got the quarterback on the ground.
And as we check the next-gen stats, that play lasted just 2.7 seconds from beginning to end. Just not enough time to throw the football.
All right, Brandon, thanks very much. Things starting to get interesting in this final weekend before Thanksgiving. So let's see what's going on around the NFL. Lastly, let's check on one final game for you. And you can see they are scoreless as they play the second quarter. On now to a look at the next-gen stats for the Colts in that first half. And they did have some success running the football in those first 2 quarters. And that might be something they continue to work on as they try to get back in this game. Meanwhile, for the Bills, you get a look at what they were able to do throwing the football. And whatever they've done, it's worked, as they have the lead through 2 quarters of play.
All right, Coach, thank you, and we welcome everyone back for quarter number 3. Well, certainly not what they wanted out of the locker room here as they'll start defensively at the 40-yard line.
And that drives coaches insane, doesn't it? When they see that happen, it just doesn't feel right, does it? Plus, you're giving up yardage.
Running from the shotgun with Drake. And not much room to operate as he'll get this up only to about the 41. 2nd and 9. Right back to Drake. And that play went nowhere. Losing yardage. It'll be back at the 36. That's going to go down as a loss of 5, and it brings up 3rd down. They fake the handoff. Now Carr. Trying to get it to Williams, but it's intercepted. Picked by Jeff Okudah. And he will not get all the way home, but he will take this back down to about the 2-yard line. That's just what this defense was hoping for, an interception on the opening possession of this 3rd quarter.
Obviously didn't want to surrender a touchdown and fall even farther behind, and we've gotten to know this team a little bit, haven't we? Couldn't you just see their defensive leaders telling the offensive guys, telling the quarterback, don't worry, we got you to start things off. You take it from there.
Here's the Colts now as they get ready for their first possession on offense of the second half. And now they are in prime position, 1st and goal after the interception in return. They'll look to make it pay off for 6 points. Now Jones to the end zone, but it's incomplete.
Partner, this is almost an unwinnable spot for a defense. They have to come right out for 1st and goal, trying to stop them. But let me hold on a second. Let me take that back real quick. They can win here if they force a field goal try. Still a long ways away from that happening, but that has to be what they're thinking right now.
Well, they'd really like to make the short field pay off. We'll see if they can, but this is 3rd and goal. Now here's a look for the end zone, but that one's going to wind up incomplete. Still just the 3rd quarter, but they've got to make something happen. I think they know that. They're going for it on 4th. Henderson going to run for it. And not only will he not get in, he's going to lose yardage. They stuff him back at the 4. The run is turned away on 4th and goal from the 2. And instead of having a 1-score game, they'll remain 2 scores down. So they've gone for it twice now on 4th down in this game, and both times unsuccessful.
I wish we could hear the headsets now between the head coach and the offensive coordinator. Now that they're 0 for 2. If they get into a 3rd situation, head coach might say, hey, you got anything for this one? Might get radio silence back.
Carr now on 1st down. Catch is made by Hockenson, the tight end. And he's got it past the 30 before he's hit and dropped. 15 yards that time, and a Buffalo first. Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on 1st down. On the handoff, it's Madison. And brought down, but not before reaching the 45-yard line. Another nice gain, 13 yards that time, and another 1st down. Jet sweep. Carr bats it forward. And a minimal gain here as he's up to about the 47-yard line. Throwing on 2nd and 8. Carr. Open man. He's got him. The tight end, Hockenson. And they'll get him to the ground. And he has another 1st down at the Colts 36. Give him 17 yards that time as that'll move the chains. On 1st down, it's Drake. Nothing doing. Barely able to muster a yard to hit the 35. In the first half, he was held in check on the ground, but despite that lack of production, they still have the lead.
And they've got to feel fortunate about that. If they could actually get production from their lead horse, that would help open up this offense and widen this margin, too.
Well, that'll be incomplete. Well, he took a shot as he let that go, and it's going to bring up a 3rd down. Throwing his Carr on 3rd down. Hard throw, incomplete.
Has to be a little bit of frustration there. Back-to-back incompletions. Receivers blanketed on both attempts, this time on 3rd down.
And this is off target to the left. Didn't get there anyway. It's no good, and this score will stay right where it is.
NFL kickers nowadays, they make things look so easy because normally from this range, about 2 out of 3. And this is not an easy kick.
Yeah, 20 years ago, you get where he was in that 50 range, maybe a little over, and it's a big kick. But now if they leave it short, you're like, whoa, what happened? And that's what we have here.
Yeah, you're right. 20 years ago, we were saying run some more plays and get closer. Now we think they're definitely within range, and you're exactly right. When it comes up short, there has to be something that went wrong because they have plenty of leg.
Now he's going to get this all the way down inside the 35. 23 yards on the play. And they'll let the quarterback keep it here on 1st and 10. Shoves him aside. And all the way inside the 15 before they drop it. And 22 more yards there and another 1st down. Well, I tell you, there is no antidote for speed, even at the quarterback position, as he keeps it himself and turns it into good yardage.
And it still takes time for a defender to react. Even as quarterbacks carry the ball more and more in today's NFL, they're still a little bit in disbelief and realize, oh my goodness, he's running with the ball. He may be 8, 10, 12 yards downfield at that point.
Looking to throw again on 2nd down. Jones to the goal line, but it's incomplete. They come up now 3rd and 5 following the incomplete pass. Looking to throw. Jones. Caught on the slant. Touchdown. Rob Gronkowski with 2 touchdowns on the season, both in this game. And the Colts able to get this back within a touchdown.
I know Paul Revere talked about by land or by sea, right? You know, 1 by land, 2 by sea. He didn't mention air because right now we're seeing a big-time performance, aren't we? That's 2 touchdowns so far in this game.
Where'd you pull that one from?
And, you know, every now and then I actually listened in history class.
And you're just a scholar all the way around. You're reading all the time. I like that you fit that into the broadcast.
You know, I just grab a nugget when I can.
Extra point by Fairbairn, up and good. And the lead is down to a field goal. So after the touchdown, here's Fairbairn now to kick it away. And trouble there on the kickoff as that goes out of bounds. So they will accept the penalty and move forward.
Let's go!
Good starting field position for them here as they come up 1st and 10 at the 40. Shotgun now for Carr. Going underneath, he's got Hawkinson. And able to break 1 tackle, but then quickly brought down. But a nice little gain. So not quite a 1st down just yet as they come up on 2nd and less than a yard. Play action. Now it's Carr. They're going back to the same well. It's Hawkinson again. 7 catches for him now, and this last one, a 1st down. They'll run on 1st down. It's Drake, and he got blown up. Losing yardage on the play back at the 44. He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11. To throw his Carr. Looking for McLaurin, and he's got him. And he'll go out of bounds after taking it a little further down inside the 40. From the gun now on 3rd down, Carr. And he finds McLaurin. And he is going to have the Bills' 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10. Now Carr. He'll set up the screen to Drake. And he will lose yardage back to the 34-yard line. That one unable to develop, never got going. A loss of a couple, and it's 2nd down. Carr now to throw. He'll find Williams on the slant. And they'll get him to the ground. And he has another 1st down at the Colts' 22-yard line. 12 yards there as they move the chains. Letting one go deep for the end zone. And incomplete on the deep ball.
I usually hesitate when I say a guy's got world-class speed, but this guy might. So let's fire the starter's pistol. Let's go. If you've got him, you've got to try and use him. A lot of anticipation with the ball in the air, but no, incomplete.
Carr completes it, and he's taken down after a gain of 3 as they move it from the 22 to the 19. They missed a field goal on their last drive. Here they need something to even get into field goal range on 3rd down. Now Carr again. Nowhere to turn this time, and he goes down. Sacked back at the 29. D Ford in there to get him, and on the season now, that is 9 sacks for him. Nagar's kick is good. And they stretch the lead to 6. It's 20-14 now. So that, Charles, a season long, and since he's a rookie, I guess we can go ahead and call that a career long as well.
I love how you put that together because, you know, as everyone at home was saying, okay, has to be career, right, since he's a rookie. Well done by you, but I definitely like what I've seen from him so far this year. Very distinguished college career. He's looking right at home here in the NFL.
Let's go.
The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive. And they're hoping to redo their efforts in the last drive when they got into the end zone.
And just think of what it's like now on the sideline, because when you score a touchdown, you have to go over and look at the tablet and see what you did on the last drive. When you scored points, it's a whole lot better view than when you're trying to figure out how to fix things there.
And as they come to the line, they will not be able to get off another play as time has run out on this 3rd quarter. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. Back now in Buffalo. It's the Colts, so they've got the football, but they've got work to do, trailing here as we begin the 4th quarter. They run the option here on 1st and 10. And he'll lose yardage on the play back at the 45-yard line. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12. Back to throw. Jones. And that's incomplete. Jalen Reagor was the intended receiver. And it's 3rd down. Looking to throw. Jones. And this is going to be incomplete.
They've got to give out a little applause on that play. It has to go to the defense. More good work by them. They've taken away the passing lanes all game long, and you can see the frustration that it's causing because he just about threw that one into the first row.
37 yards on the punt with no return. And the Bills will be backed up to start the drive. They'll have it 1st and 10. The Bills come to the line to start their next drive. Their defense got the stop, forced the punt, and now you really start to monitor the clock as they nurse this slim lead. And he'll be out of bounds right around the 20. Working with 2nd and 5 now. Now a handoff for Drake. And he's able to get up here to the 26. 6 yards the pickup, and that's a 1st down. Here's Carr. Out to the left there and complete to the tight end, Hawkinson. A gain of 6 there on 1st. To throw again on 2nd down. Carr. He gets this complete to Cephas. And they'll get him to the ground, and he has another 1st down at the Colts' 45-yard line. 23 yards the pickup there. On 1st down, Drake. And just a short gain that time as they're able to get him down. Now it's 2nd and 9. Throwing now is Carr. That's complete to his receiver, McLaurin. And they'll get him to the ground, and he has another 1st down at the Colts' 32-yard line. That'll put him up over 160 yards receiving now for the game. They can't seem to stop it. They'll run on 1st down. It's Drake, and this time they were waiting for him as he'll be knocked down before he can get back to the line of scrimmage. A loss of a full 3 yards, and now it's second down. To throw, it's Carr.
And, he's unable to hold on to that defensively. A potential game changer, but it falls incomplete.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. He dumps it off to Drake. And they will rally and stop him short of the first down. They get him to the ground at the 26. A gain of 9, not enough, and it's 4th down. And this one is going to just tuck into the bottom left corner as he gets it to go. And that will make this a 9-point lead.
So that's, CD, an important one here in the 4th quarter.
And that importance cannot be overstated. All eyes on both sidelines were staring that one down all the way. The significance is that they made it a 2-score game. Still lots of time left to go, but likely that was their goal at the start of the drive. Get 3 points, make it a 2-score game, and they were able to get it done.
The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive.
And the complexion of this one has changed a fair amount. That last field goal made it a 2-score game, so they need to get points out of this drive relatively quickly. Second down at 7.
Back to throw. Jones. And his throw is incomplete. The Colts on 3rd down. They've converted 3 times in 8 chances. This is 3rd and 7. Looking to throw. Jones. And he's got it past the 30 before he's hit and dropped. They call his number again. It's his 6th catch and a first down. Back to throw. Jones. And this is incomplete. Line of scrimmage, the 31 as they line up 2nd and 10. They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw. It's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect.
An important play right here, 3rd and 10.
And I would expect pressure here.
Again, he'll drop to throw.
And that ball incomplete, nearly intercepted. Took a chance with that one. It'll lead to a 4th down.
All right, they're going to try and keep hope alive here on 4th down. They're going for it.
He'll fire it deep for Rager.
And this one is incomplete. Well, it looked like he had it and dropped it. And the Bills are going to take over in excellent field position. Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. So they really needed points here in a 2-score game. Could not come away with anything there on 4th.
And while we know they're a little bit discouraged here, they can't check out of this game. You and I have called a good number of games over the course of our career where we've seen these types of situations. Teams get the ball back, and that miracle does occur. So they can't let that dream go just yet. They have to get stout on defense here.
Yeah, right now really hoping for a turnover. That's going to set him back 5 yards. Now after the false start, here's 2nd and 7. Working from the gun, it's Carr.
And that'll be checked down to Drake.
And he'll be a little shy of the 25 here at the 26-yard line. Now Carr. And he's going to go down. They get to him back at the 40.
I thought there at the end he may have had a chance to release that, but that pocket closed a little too quickly, and down he went.
Yeah, he was certainly trying to do everything he could to extend the life of the play, probably counting in his head 1, 2, and then he ran out of time.
Now, Charles, all things considered, I guess that's not a critical miss at this stage, is it?
No, but still everything helps when you're trying to finish off a ball game. And you're right, not critical in terms of the scoreboard and the team, but the guy with the golden foot, He knows he's only as good as his last kick.
Good starting field position for the Colts as they have it 1st and 10 on their side of midfield at the 47.
Jones in trouble here, and down he goes. Trey Flowers, what a season he continues to have, his 15th sack of the campaign. Another try after the first down sack. Jones. Wide open, Gronkowski. And able to rip off a big chunk of yardage before being dropped inside the 40. That one covers 24 yards. It's a first down. Now Jones. Trying to improvise. He'll get 3 yards on the scramble there at 2nd down. Throwing, Jones. Looking for Bateman. He's got him complete. And he gets us down inside the 35 before going out of bounds. The Colts on 3rd down. They're right at about the league average, 40%, 4 for 10. This is 3rd and 4. Looking to throw. Jones. And that is incomplete.
So many times we've seen him trying to escape the pocket and do something with his legs, but in this case, the pressure was too intense and he made the wise choice to just get rid of the football and make sure no one was going to get it.
And this one is no good. He missed it. And this score will stay right where it is. And that one just an absolute killer. A chance to get this back within 1 score.
All hope not gone yet. But at the same time, you're exactly right. They needed to get back within 1 score and have a motivated defense take the field in order to get it back for them for one last big drive.
Buffalo offense ready to go for their next drive. Oh, he's got a little daylight. And he finally is out of bounds, but he's down inside the 20-yard line. 64 yards rushing for him now as he's carried it 16 times. So that run there, yeah, I don't know if it's overstating things to call it a thing of beauty, but in terms of football plays, that's as good as you're going to see.
And how about the situation that we're in right now, because this is the 4th quarter. So you know there's some tired legs out there on defense and probably some tired minds as well trying to chase guys around for 4 quarters. But this is where conditioning, athleticism, that separates the good backs from the great backs, and that was an A-plus effort right there.
And that is caught. Touchdown, Buffalo. 3rd touchdown pass now for Derek Carr. And the Bills are looking to make it 2 straight as they add on to this 4th quarter lead. 15-point game now. You make the extra point, and that means on the other side you need 2 touchdowns and 2 two-point conversions. That's a pretty tall order here in the 4th quarter.
Agreed, because they really needed to come up with a stop there, and even if it was just to hold them to a field goal. Now they need to pull out the lucky horseshoe because they've got to get an onside kick, and we've seen nowadays those are incredibly difficult to come by.
And not to mention they got to get the touchdown and a 2-point conversion first. And this one's caught. And their 4th quarter lead grows by a couple more. So they go with a pass, and it works there on the 2-point try. Charles, just in general, what are your thoughts passing versus running on 2-point conversion? Situational?
It is situational. You have to know your team. What is your strength? Because so many people think you have to throw the ball in a 2-point conversion, but the stats will tell you that running it is about as proficient. So know your team and go to your strength.
The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. Taken at the goal line. And he will be brought out here inside the 20. Good coverage as he's dropped at the 17. Here comes the Indianapolis offense now as they get set to take over. It's now appearing that this losing streak is going to continue. You know, the coaching staff was confident that this was going to be the game to stem the tide, but that just has not been the case. Jones on 1st down. They will find Davis. That's complete. And he works it across the 25 before being tackled. A gain of 11 to kick off the drive, and it's a quick first down. 2 minutes left to play in this football game here on EA Sports. Here's Jones. throwing on first down. To the right side, complete to Miller. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. They'll look to throw here on first down. Looking left side, and he's got him in. That's Anderson. And he is finally out of bounds, just shy of the 5, all the way down at the 6.
I don't think there's anyone who could possibly doubt how fast he could run on the open field. But if there were, he silenced those thoughts there.
Back to throw again. And the ball is out. Jones got hit and lost it. Now this is picked up by the Bills. He's hit the 50. And he'll get this back across the midfield stripe and down to the 47-yard line.
And with that kind of a deficit, you can't afford to make any kind of mistakes. But it's been pretty symptomatic of what we've seen all game with them, isn't it? Down this big in the fourth quarter.
You'd say an afternoon to forget, absolutely. And now let's talk about Kenyon Drake. And as we peer at the numbers, he got off to a struggling start, but since then really found his rhythm.
And I think that comes together with not just the halftime adjustments, but just that quiet confidence. If you just keep doing the things you've been working on, eventually there will be creases. You know, find those gaps in the defense, keep working on them, and maybe what didn't happen very well for you in the beginning of the game, it starts to open up as the game moves on.
And he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35. 10 yards, good enough for a Buffalo first down. So it's a victory here for the Buffalo Bills, and they were spurred on by a strong performance in that fourth quarter as they held their opponents off the scoreboard.
Everyone wants to pitch a shutout for the entire game, but when you throw one in the fourth quarter, that tells everyone that you're getting stronger and dominance is starting to take over, right? The way that you close, the way that you finish, that gets preached to you from the time you're playing Little League football all the way up through, and they closed them out with a big-time performance down the stretch.
So for the Bills, it's a win that might keep them alive in the playoff race as they're back to 500 at 5-5. And they will hit the road next week for a date with the New Orleans Saints. Meanwhile, for Indianapolis, the losses continue to mount as they drop to 0-11 on the year. And they'll look to get back on the beam next week as they host the Tampa Bay Buccaneers.